Advisory. Some episodes of the 1836 podcast are not intended for all audiences due to details that might be considered disturbing. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
In the early 1900s, on a hog farm outside of Rogers, Arkansas, a boy grew up with a .22 rifle, a deck of cards, and a hunger to beat anyone at anything. His name was Alvin Clarence Thomas, but the world would know him as Titanic Thompson, the gambler who would sink a golf ball from 500 yards, throw a walnut over a 5-story hotel, and talk his way out of almost any trouble. Except the times he chose not to. Titanic was born on November 30th in either 1892 or 1893 in Monett, Missouri, just north of the Arkansas line. His father, a poker hustler, vanished in the night when he was born. His mother remarried and the family moved to a hog farm near Rogers, Arkansas in the Ozarks. School came off and on. He was basically illiterate for much of his life and learned more from the road than from any classroom. By the age of 16, after clashes with his stepfather, Titanic left home with less than $1 in his pocket and a talent for shooting, dealing cards, and sizing up a mark. Before he was a legend, he was a shooting act in traveling medicine shows like Colonel Adam Bogartis' outfit, demonstrating marksmanship across the Midwest. He learned to handle a crowd, to make the impossible look easy, and to turn attention into cash. In 1910, near Mark Tree, Arkansas, he won $2,000 and a riverboat called the Rambler in a dice game. Then a fight broke out. Thompson struck a man with a hammer, and the man fell overboard and drowned. He avoided jail by handing over the cash and the boat and then slipping back into the night. It was the first of 5 killings he'd be involved in, and he'd never been charged with a crime. In 1912 in Joplin, Missouri, he ran a table of local gamblers. After he cleaned one out, the loser muttered, "It must be Titanic, the way he's been sinking everybody." The nickname Titanic stuck. A later newspaper misprint accidentally changed his last name from Thomas to Thompson, and he kept it. From then on, he was known as Titanic Thompson. During World War I, Thompson was drafted in 1918, sent to Anniston, Alabama, and promoted to sergeant while training draftees. He was discharged later that year. Before leaving camp, he'd gambled with his own men and walked away with something like $50,000 to $60,000, an enormous fortune at that time. He used part of it to buy his mother a new house. Then he went back to what he did best, gambling on the road. In his early 30s in San Francisco, he took up golf pretty seriously. He was naturally left-handed, but often played right-handed to lure opponents, then offered double or nothing, left-handed, and watched their confidence vanish. He could have been a touring golf pro. Instead, Titanic said, "I could not afford the cut and pay," because he made more in a week hustling than many pros made in an entire year. He became famous for proposition bets that sounded insane, until you saw them, betting he could throw a walnut over a 5-story hotel, but then using one secretly filled with lead, driving a golf ball 500 yards, but then hitting it onto a frozen lake where it skidded far beyond the mark, moving a highway mileage sign closer to town, then betting friends the sign was wrong, tossing a hotel room key across the lobby into its pigeonhole from dozens of feet away. He played golf with or against Ben Hogan, Byron Nelson, Sam Snead, Paul Runyon, and others. Hogan called him the best shot maker he'd ever saw. In 1928, he sat in a high-stakes poker game in New York that left mob boss Arnold Rothstein deeply in debt. Weeks later, Rothstein was murdered, an event that echoed through crime history. Titanic testified at the trial but offered little useful information, and the accused was acquitted. Over his life, he'd killed 5 men and never faced charges, most in self-defense during robberies of his gambling winnings. In 1919 in St. Louis, he shot 2 men who tried to rob him after a poker game. Local police reportedly thanked him for eliminating the 2 wanted bank robbers. In 1932 in Texas, a masked figure held him at gunpoint near a country club. The dying man turned out to be a 16-year-old boy that was a caddy. He admitted he was trying to rob him of his earnings. Thompson also married 5 times, often to teenagers, and had 3 sons. He dated Hollywood stars like Myrna Loy and Jean Harlow. He won the Arizona State Trap Shooting Championship 4 years in a row, and even played in the first World Series of Poker in 1970. He was also an excellent pool shark who hustled and made tons of money. But despite making millions, heavy horse racing losses and a high-spending lifestyle left him nearly broke in old age. He died in a nursing home near Dallas, Texas on May 19, 1974. Writer Damon Runyon is widely said to have based the gambler Sky Masterson from Guys and Dolls on Titanic Thompson. He remains the archetype of the American hustler. Brilliant, dangerous, and always one step ahead of the mark. From a hog farm in the Ozarks of Arkansas, to hotel lobbies, poker tables, and country clubs, Titanic Thompson lived by one rule. If you can set the odds, you can set the outcome. And for most of his life, the odds were always in his favor.